All right, so hey, I'm Devin. This is my Onan 10K. This is a 1999 Beaver Marquis, and I just want to share I found the root cause. Check this out. Look how loose this belt is. I had a very, very loose belt. Now this is driving the alternator and also the water pump, and you can see it just, so it was just spinning. Wasn't driving the water pump, and basically I was getting an overheat condition. So just to let people know, what was happening was, I'd fire this thing up, it'd start up fine, run fine, I'd put it under a load, and then at about, I'd say 15 to 20 minutes later, this thing would just cut out. And it kept doing that after running perfectly. Just one day it started doing this. And so I didn't know, one day I came out here, I caught it right before it cut out, and then I had this overflow reservoir was basically shooting out water. There's another little release valve or little port way up here on top, and so it's just spewing out. And that was because it was just getting hot. And it was getting hot because my water pump was not turning, and so it wasn't pushing coolant through the system. Now, this was a huge pain. This was taking me about 2 hours to get to this point, and I should have pulled it into my shop because I'm sitting out here in my yard. But so I would advise to get it into some pavement. Second to that, getting this entire enclosure off, this piece in particular, you can see just how freaking dirty I am, was a mess. This thing was not intended to really be worked on in the coach. So the sneaky move that I did, one, you have to remove about 1,000,000 10mm bolts all the way around to the side of this, to the back of this, and it's blind. The problem was I have this drive bar up here that's pushing out my slides, and it's literally, I don't have much room. So I needed to gain about 1/2 inch of room. So what I ended up doing are, there's these motor mounts down here. These guys, so this entire generator is about 3/4 of an inch lower now. I had to remove these motor mounts, and then that allowed this thing to drop down about 3/4 of an inch, which gave me the clearance I needed to push this up, and then I slid that panel out. That was the biggest pain in the butt. I had to unbolt all that to get that. So that is my biggest tip in doing this. And now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to loosen up that alternator to loosen up the belt, pull it off, and I'm going to go take it up to Napa, and I'm going to get it replaced. So if you're finding symptoms like this, it could easily be your belt. Now what I didn't just pull this off and hope that maybe it was the belt. I actually snuck an endoscope in here. You can buy automotive endoscopes, and I was able to sneak it inside this panel wall that was right here in to take a look at this belt. And then once I had my scope on the belt, then I actually cranked the motor, and I could see the belt just fluttering like this. And then at that point, I was able to verify that it was indeed a stretched belt that was the cause. And so I didn't just blindly do all this 2 hours worth of work and then find out my belt was fine. I did get a little bloody knuckle. So anyway, I hope that helps everyone, and hopefully you don't have to go through this, because it is a major pain in the butt to get back here. And it's like, if you're back here, you might as well, I don't know, my hoses all look great. I've got about 800 hours on this Kubota, and I know at about 1,000 hours they say replace all the hoses. I'm probably not going to do that, just because I've checked them all and they all look to be in very, very good shape. So there's anything else access back here that I see, I'll probably do a little maintenance work. But outside of that, I'm just going to replace this belt, and then just give it a general service with a new fuel filter. I'm going to go ahead and replace the oil, because I've been in an overheat condition a couple times, and get this back up and running. Over and out.